How's it? YouTube Premium Live Show for Friday, January the 16th. And I'm going to see if this works or not. I'm not exactly sure if it is going to work. I cleared out the cache on my computer, and I am hoping that will allow this to actually happen, which would be great. Oh, that would be amazing. So we'll see. We'll see if people are going to be able to log in here and have a live show with me. It normally works fine, but today it's been a little bit of a battle today. So let's see if people are able to log in here. Let's see if the technical difficulties are done here. And we can go ahead and begin our live show, which would be great. So go ahead and start putting down what games you want to talk about, and that will be fantastic. So I need to know what games you want to talk about today, and we will certainly talk about those games. So live show Friday, January the 6th, January 16th for Indian Cowboy. It's currently going on. All right, let's get to it. Who's got their games, and we can go ahead and get to it now, and it's going to be awesome today. So let's get to it. Go ahead and start dropping your. Let me see if I can. Let me just go public. There you go. Live show for Indian Cowboy going on, and let's make sure that everybody is able to post. Anyone can see the messages, live chat, details, public. Yep, that looks good. And let's allow so that everybody can post. Participation moves, anybody who could. Yeah. All right. So we can talk about any games that you guys want to talk about. Start listing them in here, and it is going to be awesome. So here we go. Let me know what games you want to talk about. Start posting them here, and we'll go ahead and start talking about those ball games. It'll be a lot of fun. Who's got the first game? And it could be a game that's going on right now. It could be a game that's going this evening. It could be a game for tomorrow for college basketball. It could be a game for Sunday. Whatever you want to talk about, as long as it's not my premium selection, I will talk about the game for you. Go ahead and drop your games you want to talk about right here. Cool. You should be able to pop it in here. You should be able to message here and talk about what games you want to talk about. Finally, live show. Hey, Sandeep, good to see you. Yeah, man, we've had some technical difficulties, and I'm not sure exactly why we had it, but it could just be us. Go ahead and pop a comment for me on what games you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it, buddy. Hope you're doing great, dude. Any NFL games? Yeah, toss me the NFL games you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. What's my favorite game? Well, my favorite game is a premium selection. Obviously, it's going to be between the Rams as they hook up against the Bears. But I can tell you, look, when it comes to, tell me which game you want to talk about between Buffalo and Denver and Houston and New England. The other two are my premium selections. I can tell you that, I mean, I have a side on the Rams-Bears game, but I will tell you on the total as it relates to the total in that game. Look, I mean, the Rams they put up 37 and 34 points in the last two games. The Bears come into this contest beating Green Bay 31-27, including 25 points in the fourth quarter. I think what will happen is the Bears will be much better offensively, and I think the Rams will probably have to play catch up. So if you're asking me what for game number one, I would say my lean is probably the Bears and Rams over the Bears and Rams over the 48 is my first lean. Okay. So next person, send me your next lean here. Baylor and Kansas game. Hey Jay, good to see you, man. By the way, who's able to comment on this game? Who's able to comment here? I think the comment here is for everybody, correct? Yeah, I think the comment here is for everybody. So we'll see if that is right. So game number 2, Jar has it. Jar Gaines, members. Okay, good. Got it. All right, Jar Gaines, you're asking me about the Baylor and the Kansas game. Yeah, I mean, look. So the Baylor-Kansas game, it's going to be a great game today. So the couple of things are going on in this game, right? Number one, you have a Baylor team that has won this game the last 2 times, okay? They haven't met this year. Number two, Baylor won 94-79, okay, against Oklahoma State in their last contest. There's no way they're putting up 94 points this time. Second thing is Kansas rolls into this game winning against Iowa State in a monumental win, 84-63. I think both these teams are going to have massive letdowns. The prior to the Kansas game, Iowa State game, Kansas dropped 75 points. They did not score well in that contest. Okay, and then the Baylor prior to that game against Oklahoma State, they put up 55 points in their previous game against Houston. So normally they don't have as much success like they just did now. So I would not be shocked at all for game number 2 to see Baylor and Kansas go. Game number 2, lean. Baylor and Kansas go under the. Baylor and Kansas go under the 155.5. Okay, that is my lean there in that contest. Sound good? All right, moving on to game number 3. Who's got it? Who's got the game number 3 here? And I think it's pretty much Jar Gaines and Sandeep. You guys are gonna be rolling with me here. So let me know. It's just us. So you let me know what the next game you want to. You guys get personalized service today, which is gonna be awesome. Hey, I see. Hi, Sacramento. Hey, Amit, great to see you, man. Okay, so Sacramento, Washington. Okay, look, the Sacramento, Washington game is interesting because Sacramento now has won 3 in a row coming in, which nobody thought that was going to be possible. Okay, so the Kings roll into this contest now having won 3 straight games, and of course, no one thought that was possible. They beat New York, they beat the Lakers, and they beat Houston. And they won outright as a 14.5, 9.5, and 11.5 point dog, which is wild. Okay. And then you have a Washington team here who comes off 4 straight losses in this game. Okay. I think what probably happens is I think the Kings will sort of have a letdown after 3 great games. And I think Washington's going to be an active dog because they've lost 4 in a row, right? They don't want to go winless in this series, and they got Denver on deck too. I wouldn't be surprised at all if this game goes over the 233.5. Game number 3. So I like the Wizards and the Kings over 233.5. Game number 4. Who's got it? Sandeep, the Bills game. All right, so the Bills game. Look, this is not one of my premium selections. I can talk about this game. I cannot lay off of the Bills here. I just think they're a special team. I think they're going to do well this game. I hate the fact that Denver is so well rested, but I don't think Denver is playing anybody. The Chargers, the Chiefs, Green Bay struggled. Vegas, Washington, Kansas City didn't even make the playoffs. Vegas again. That Houston game was 18-15, but that was back on November the 2nd. Buffalo went on the road to beat Jacksonville 27-24. That to me is impressive. Buffalo also beat New England at New England, which no one has done, right? I mean, it's very difficult to do that. Let's just put it that way. I like the Bills here. Will it be on my card? No, but I do like the Bills here plus the 1.5. Moving on here. Jar Gaines, the Bulls and Nets. Jar Gaines, that's my premium selection in the NBA today, so I can't really talk about that contest. But send me another game, and I will definitely talk about it. Dre, New England, Houston. Okay, so New England, Houston, game number 5. All right, so this New England-Houston game, look, man, you have a situation here where I think Houston is probably the kryptonite for New England. Houston has now won 10-plus games in a row, okay? This team is a squad in which they understand how, D'Amico Ryans is an unbelievable coach. And it's not like if there's anybody that knows Vrabel, it's Ryans, right? Because the Titans and the Texans played each other all the time. So D'Amico Ryans knows exactly what Vrabel runs. He's got a fantastic defense for it. I like the Texans here. I don't think you need to complicate this at all. The Texans versus Patriots lean the Texans plus the 3.5. Okay, game number 6. 3 more games to go for my YouTube premium folks as we just try to wrap it up in a bow just for you guys, a little premium extra service here. Bills game New England, Houston, Bulls Nets. Jared Gaines, we said that's my YouTube premium. Van Huntley, great to see you, brother. Did I miss Toledo? No, you did not miss Toledo. I have not done Toledo. Let me talk about the Toledo game here. 1 second here. I have to go. Let me see here. Firefox. I had to clear out my cache, and that was the only way for me to do this video. Maybe I'll clear out my cache for Firefox, and then I'll keep my stuff on my Chrome. Maybe that's the only way I can do this. But yeah, this Toledo game. Okay, so Ohio. Toledo. Okay. Plus, I didn't do the Toledo game, so you guys are the actual only ones who are going to get the Toledo game. Toledo's a plus 5.5 point dog coming in against Kent State. 10-7 against a 13-4 team here. Totals of 16.5 or 169.5. Kent State won 105-65 last time. Massive revenge for Toledo here. They had such a bad game such a bad effort last time. They beat Ohio 101-85. They got a very good coach. I like the fact that Kent State comes off a nice win against Buffalo. Classic letdown here. Give me Toledo here, and a couple of things else too for Toledo that I like here. Number one, you get a Toledo team that Toledo actually has probably the highest quality win here. They beat Troy 75-68, which I thought was really impressive. So I'm going to back Toledo here plus the points here. And it's a good public fade on top of that. So I'm going to back Toledo plus the 5.5. So Toledo, be sure to give this video a like when you get a chance, by the way, as well. Toledo versus Kent State, lean on Toledo plus the 5.5. All right. Moving on. Game number 7. Who's got it? Isn't Allen beat up? Plus the Bills defense stinks. Allen is, he is beat up, but you got to give the team. I actually think Jaguars are one of the best teams, and they went on the road to beat them, so that's still pretty impressive to me. Van Huntley, the Dayton game versus Loyola Chicago. That's my premium force for my college basketball, so can't really talk about that. But I can talk to you about the Boise State Colorado State game. I like Boise State here minus the 5. Okay, I understand that Colorado State comes off of a loss, which is scary. Colorado State's got a very good coach in Coach Ali. However, I like the fact that Boise State comes off 4 straight losses to UNLV, to Utah State, to Grand Canyon, to San Diego State. Same Boise State team that beat New Mexico top 50 team, beat St. Mary's top 40 team, beat Butler top 70 team, and nearly beat USC as well. Colorado State's a pretty good team. They lost to Denver early this year. They just lost to Fresno State. They lost to Nevada. I think people are figuring them out. They're a top 50 offense, but they're outside the top 230 in defense. So if I had to pick something here, I'd pick Boise State minus the 5. I don't love it, but I like it. Okay? Of course, Jared Gaines, anytime, man. Game number 8. Who's got it? The final game today will be... First time in the chat. Is there an NHL game you feel really strongly about? SJ, not really. I wouldn't say I feel strongly about any game particularly. So if I went here and I looked at, I wouldn't say I'm particularly strong about any particular game. So no, I don't want to give you something random. I did do an NHL video with Craig, which talked about all the games. If you want to, you can take a look at Carolina today on the puck line. That's probably my favorite. That's one of my favorites. I would say Carolina on the puck line or Carolina straight up. So I'll give you that one because they do come off a 0-3 loss in their last game, right? And they lost 3-4 to Detroit. And Florida comes into this game having won back-to-back games. So Florida hasn't won 3 in a row in a while. So game number 8, I would say NHL. Carolina versus Florida. Lean on Carolina on the money line or a small lean or a puck line lean on Carolina. Those are my 8 games today. Marquette DePaul, TY. Great to see you, brother. I talk about that game over on my. I'll tell you what it is. I lean on DePaul for sure. I talk about it in detail in my daily video. But look, DePaul with Chris Holtmann is on their revenge tour. They've lost several in a row to Marquette, like 5 in a row to them, and I think they're much better this year. Marquette's really bad this year, so I definitely like DePaul in that contest. Okay. Buffalo was sweet yesterday. Thank you, TY. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hornets outright winner, of course. SJ, of course, man. Who else here? Raptors on the money line. Yeah. So Huntley, new information. Kawhi's not playing, but I still like the Raptors on the money line, or plus the 1.5. So I still like that. By the way, KLC, this video. Welcome to YouTube Premium. By the way, this video. I do the live show for sort of, I do the live show, but only Indian Cowboy YouTube level 2. Only Indian Cowboy YouTube level 2 get my extra video every single day. In addition, also get my, so they get and the written summary. So thank you for becoming a member, but don't forget it's the level 2 that's Indian Cowboy as well. All right, so Big Wig, the Clippers. Yeah, I like the Clippers. I like the over more than anything else in that game, okay? I like the Clippers, but I also like the over in that contest. So KLC, be sure to try to become a upgrade to the Indian Cowboy YouTube level 2 when you get a chance. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys back here. So those are my 8 leans today. I gave you a little bit more, but those are my 8 leans today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.